But Adola isn't finished yet. Can Adola, the young pretender, summon one last effort and upset the form book here?
Kipchoge looks comfortable still, and look at him, there's a little bit of a gap, just a little bit of gap. What will that do to the psyche of the young man? A young man who's come here running his first marathon. Look at this now, the gap. It's subtle. It's just begun to move away just a little bit. Whereas Adola, his break was not significant, and at the moment with less than 2 to go now, Kipchoge starts to move away from the young man. Winner in 2015 in 2:04. Big smile on his face. He is such a great competitor. He's won 7 of his last 8. Is it going to be 8 out of his last 9? He is the Olympic champion. But what he wanted, above all, was not only to win this, but to break the world record. And it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen today. Look at that gap now. Adola is finished now, I think. I don't think he can come back from this. I've said that before and said, well, I regret that. But you're talking about a different class here. Eliud Kipchoge, the champion in every sense. He is magnificent. Magnificent.
Well, it's extraordinary, isn't it? There was a steely determination. He was very bullish in his press conference on Friday, talking very positively about 60-45, 60-50 for the first half. Just to remind you, they went through in the end in 61-29, so it was outside that. But Kipchoge is so strong mentally. And look at that. He is enjoying himself here on the streets of Berlin.
He's now in full flight, the Olympic champion. The best marathon runner the world has ever seen. Heading now towards the finish, ahead of a young man who's acquitted himself so unbelievably well in the form of Adola of Ethiopia. But then once they get to the Brandenburg Gate, there's 400 meters through to the finish. But Kipchoge always had that little look of confidence on his face, even when Adola ran away from him. Even explaining to the young man the blue line is the shortest possible route in this marathon. That's what you should run to. He had the confidence to tell him, let him run away, come back past him and run away from him again. It really is a master. He is a master technician, a master tactician, a man with tremendous physicality, a man with a psyche that will not allow him to be beaten. The crowd now is vast down by Brandenburg Gate. He is absolutely in full flight now. Total and utter control throughout this race. We saw the demise of Bekele at 22 kilometers. We saw the demise of Wilson Kipsang at 30 kilometers. And then, of course, a young man, a young pretender, Adola, has never run a marathon before, looking very tired now. Tried to test the master, and he did for a while. But with 400 meters to go, Eliud Kipchoge is going to come through to take this. The world record is not going to be broken today, that's for sure. The weather didn't allow that. That's a shame, because we had the very best in the world come together. But this man is, without any doubt, without any question, the best marathon runner we've ever seen. Fabulous tactician, from world champion at the age of 18 over 5,000 meters to winning 8 now of his last 9 marathons. He will not be beaten. He's only been beaten once, and that was by the man that dropped out at 30 kilometers. Only once, and it took a world record to beat him on that occasion. Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya looks up at the clock. It's not the fastest time we've seen here, but I tell you what, it's been one of the most enthralling races I've seen here. Eliud Kipchoge is the winner of the 44th Berlin Marathon. A sensational piece of tactical running, 2:3:31 unofficial, outside of the world record, the 3rd fastest time of all time, and this has got to be the fastest debut ever. It has to be from Adola. The tacticians may correct me, but I think that is 2:3:46 has got to be the fastest debut ever. That is absolutely incredible run by a young Ethiopian who came here with a half marathon best of 59.06. He was an absolute outstanding in the first half of the race, and Eliud Kipchoge at one stage was teaching him. This is the blue line, he said. This is the shortest way. And my goodness me, what a race in the end, and what a masterful piece of tactical running by the greatest marathon in my book of all time, Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya.